Hey guys, we're playing with some new metallic watercolors, and we're doing French and reverse French. Hello, hello, hello. This is Kat, and this is Cat's Claws. Welcome to another video on my channel. So I'm showing you here the different colors and products that we're going to be using today. I did get some new, very cool metallic watercolors, again, that I found at the dollar store. So this is another set. I have one more that I'll be playing with another time, but this is the one I'm going to work with today. So we've got our liner brush. I'm going to be using Perfect Black by Madame GLAM. I'm going to be using a nice nude color by CND. And we're going to be playing with obviously matte top coats and shiny top coats as well, to see the difference. And I'm also going to use these to decorate some of the nails in the end, just to give a little bit of a different look for some of them. Okay, so this is what the final will look like. So this is how they turned out. They were very fun to do, interesting to work with. So I am going to be working with French designs and reverse French designs, as you can see. And I'll show you how these watercolors display on the nails. So we've got a whole new variety to play with. Okay, so that's a sneak peek, but let's see how we got here. Okay, so first things first, we've got our new metallic watercolors. So vintage gold, rose pink, grape purple, cobalt, moss green, and graphite. So those are the colors in this palette. I did decide to do a French so that we'd actually kind of get a design instead of just like kind of slopping it on the nails like I did last time. So I pulled out this color. It's a nice nude by CND. And we're going to see how this looks with our French and reverse French. So here I was just testing out the color just to make sure that it was what I was looking for, and it is. So the first thing I'm going to do, these nails are primed, and they have a base coat, and I'm going to go in and do a full 1 or 2 coats with this color on the nails, and then we will be back. So while those are curing, so this color is called Field Fox. So it is not the color of the bottle, but it's a beautiful nude. And I think I did 2 coats of that. So the next step is, actually, this is the third step. I'm going to be using Perfect Black for my French and reverse French. I'm going to be using the Madame GLAM. So this is 2 coats. Out of the lamp. You could do 3 if you wanted to get it a little bit darker of a nude, skin tone, whatever. And I'm going in with a matte top coat. So I'm doing all the nails matte so that when I do the French, it's not going to run and it'll stay in place as I'm painting it on the nail. So this is I think even more important when you're using like a gel polish versus like a gel paint. Gel paint, kind of easier to stay on a shiny background, even though it turns out much nicer on a matte. So, but especially here, we want to matte all of the nails. So the matte, I'm just using just a gelish. I got that off Amazon. And then the next step is we're going to put a little bit of the Perfect Black on our palette. I've got my 7mm, and I think I got the 10mm liner brush as well, just because I wasn't sure which one I was going to like to use better. And then here are all the nails fully matted. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 5 here. I do 6 of them, obviously, because there's 6 of the metallic colors we're going to be using. So just to start, I'm just seasoning my liner brush here. And I'm mapping out where I want my French to go, or how high I want it to go on my sidewalls here. So I'm just kind of putting a little mark on one side. I'm marking the center, and then I'm marking the exact same spot across the way. And then I'm just going to join them together. So I'm going to do 3 French and then 3 reverse French, but we'll start here with the French. Okay, so while those have been cured, not while those are curing, those have been cured. So I got my 3 French done, and now I'm going to do a reverse French for the other 3. So again, I did still mark my spots. I found the reverse French is always a little bit harder to do. But the great thing about it is that you can correct as you're going. So if you do end up making a mistake or putting the lines a bit too high, like your dots a little too high, you just can keep going a bit lower until you match your regular French. So finishing off these 3 here. So these are the first 3. And while the second ones are curing, they'll be out in a second. I actually like this design a lot. Even with these color combinations, just the French and the reverse together, I think it looked pretty cool. I almost just wanted to leave them as is. I felt like I was gonna ruin them with the metallic colors, but since that's the whole purpose, we're gonna move on to the next stage, which is we are going to matte these as well. So we'll matte all these, and then we will check out our metallic watercolors. Okay, so they're out of the lamp and ready for metallic watercoloring. So we're going to start with vintage gold. And I'm just going to do the vintage gold on the black portion. So we'll see what this one looks like. So I did like how that one turned out on the black. I found that it was really it looked like it was like a chrome metallic gold. They don't all come out as nice as the gold did. In particular, this one that I'm going to be doing next. So I'm going to do the rose pink. And this one I found it didn't matter how much water, how little water I used with it. It just was very streaky. So the pink didn't turn out as well as I'd hoped. And I even did like 2 or 3 coats on it and it still didn't make a difference. So I don't know if it has something to do with the pigment. Maybe. Perhaps that could be what it is, but you'll see here as I'm putting it on that it's just very streaky. It you can still see the black under it, and no matter what I did, it just didn't change that fact. So that one wasn't the greatest. But moving on to Grape Purple, and again we're just going over a little bit of the black, but we're leaving a slight border on our French, just because I thought it still needed the black to actually come through. This one is beautiful. This one I think I only do one. Like I do 1 coat of this and it's gorgeous. It turned out amazing. So the Grape Purple is a yes. And it worked perfectly. So moving on to Cobalt Blue. This is also a really pretty color. I love the purple, the blue. I even like the green, and I'm not a huge fan of the green, or of green in general. So, but this one as well, on the reverse French. And of course, you've got like a bigger palette to work with, but it turned out beautifully. So let's do this one. And then on to the moss green, which again is not normally one of my favorite colors, but this one actually turned out really nice as well. So moss green on the French. Let's take a look. And then last but not least, we're going to do the graphite on our reverse French. And this one just looks like this just reminded me of a silver chrome. So let's do this one. Okay, so those are all of our colors. You see the pink is the only one that really didn't turn out. So I did 2 coats of that one, and you can still see the black underneath. I guess it's just not as pigmented as the other colors. That's, the only conclusion I can come up with. So we're going to top coat them. So I just grabbed my no wipe top coat. It is a shiny top coat. And we're just going to go over all the nails to seal in our metallic watercolors and seal in all of our nails. Then we're going to take a look at them, and then we will add some embellishments to some of these. Not all of them. I just decided to add some embellishments to the reverse French, just to see what that would look like. So we're going to cure these, and then we'll be back. So here are the final nails. Well, here are the nails, fully top coated, shiny, sparkly, really showing off that metallic, chromy watercolor most of them turned out amazing. Like the yellow, the purple, the green. In fact, those three colors together actually look really nice. Purple, great. Green turned out great. Pink was the only one that I really struggled with. But the blue's amazing, and so is the graphite. So they look super cool like this. Obviously, they're all, different colors, so they don't really match. This is not a set anymore. It could have been a set with just the black and the nude. But like this, I do like the metallic on the French, but alone on the reverse French, wasn't really liking it too much. So I decided to put some embellishments on it. So here's just another close-up look of the nails when they're finished. And you can see like full coverage, except for the pink one. And they turned out super cool. Well, let's take a look at them close up. So this is the vintage gold. Very pretty. We got our grape purple. Love this color. Such a beautiful purple. And like, look at that. Like, it turned out so nice. Moss green. Again, really great green. This is probably one of my favorite greens. This is the rose pink. You need like 5 coats probably. Cobalt blue. Gorgeous as well. And then, of course, graphite. Very easy. 1 coat on all of them except for the pink, and it still didn't cover. So, it is what it is. Very cool. So this is my second set of metallic watercolors that I found at the dollar store. I do have a third. I think they're more of a tone down color. They're softer colors, but we'll play with those another time. Probably not in the next video, but another time I'll bring them back out. Okay, so some of these need a little bit extra. So I grabbed my Starburst blue, or my blue Starburst gems. Do I call them gems? They're just little plastic embellishments, but they've got like a cool star carved into them, so it is faceted. They're really cool. They're actually one of my favorite nail decos that I got. So let's do that. Really happy with this purchase again from the dollar store. $2. Yeah. Well, let's pretty some of these up, and then we'll take a look at the final result. And here are the finished nails. So I used my MAKARTT Rhinestone glue gel to place the starbursts. So you can see little faceted starbursts. Super cute. And they're flat back, so they're really easy to apply, and they stay. And it just adds a little more of a focal point to the reverse French, because I don't know, they just weren't doing it for me just regularly. They would probably would have looked cool if I had stuck with one color and done like French and reverse, you know, alternating. Probably would have left them that way. But like this, I just thought they needed something a little extra. So those are the nails. And just to go over what I used, I primed the nail tips. To start, I did use a base coat this time on top of the primer. And then I used Field Fox, 2 coats of this for our background color. I matted them first, and then I went in with Perfect Black by Madame Glam, and I drew my French and my reverse with my 7mm liner brush. These nails are a little bit, they're smaller, so the 7mm was great. And then we used our metallic watercolors. Actually, we did the matte, and then we did the metallic watercolors on top of the matte, and then we finished them off with a top coat. I'm showing you the matte. Yeah, don't forget, anytime I'm drawing, I do it on a matte background. So anytime I'm painting and drawing a design or doing a French, I'm always doing it on a matte background. And those are our finished nails. So let me know what you think. Do you like these watercolors? I think I like these ones better than the other ones, which were more like silvers and coppers and bronzes. Those first 3, like I actually like those together. The blue and the purples, blue and purple are my favorite, and the green is like a close third. So, which is odd because green is just, first of all, it looks horrible on my skin tone because I have more yellow in my skin tone. So greens just make me look like I'm sick. But I love this green. And I hope if I put it on my nails, it's not going to wash me out and make me look like I'm sick. I'm going to try it one day. We're going to try it soon, seeing as fall's coming. So, but yeah, let me know what you think. Of course, thank you as always for stopping by. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to stop in the art aisle anytime you go to a dollar store. You won't regret it. See you guys next time.